we're looking for solutions to widespread issues in our local communities. So our newest initiative focuses on drug addiction and recovery.
So today we brought experts together and advocates together to talk about strategies to prevent drug addiction and how to support those in recovery. WCPO 9 News reporter Sam Harrell-Simwitz brings us the powerful stories of those who experienced this firsthand.
Well, they shared with us their perspective on what needs to be done in order to initiate real change.
The stigma that really needs to be fought.
WCPO is committed to finding solutions, so we brought together experts, advocates, and members of the community for a conversation.
Hearing it from people who have had the experience for better or for worse, that's the point.
Advocates like Carol Wagner, who lost a son to an overdose and committed her life to making sure other families don't suffer the same pain.
I wish I had a second chance. There is nothing worse in this life than losing a child.
As a representative of law enforcement, Newton Police Chief Tom Synan dove into how officers are focusing on stopping fentanyl and the importance of immediate solutions.
We had not seen 75 to 85,000 Americans die. Literally people taking the drug and then dying right there on the spot. It changed everything.
President of the Addiction Services Council, Lisa Mertz, shared her own struggle with addiction.
I actually had a hard time admitting that I was an alcoholic.
And Mertz said that community change needs to start in the home.
I really think if we focus on the family as a community as a whole, we will reduce this problem almost organically.
Healthcare experts like Northern Kentucky pharmacist Jordan Smith said more can be done to make sure people are willing to ask for help.
There are tons of people who truly need help, but they're not comfortable going and asking for the help. So how do we shift the mindset of the stigma?
As leaders work to change the dialogue from one of judgment to acceptance.
Kindness, empathy, treating people like they're people.
And solutions are here through collaboration.
People working together, and like you said, not just meeting where they're at, but making sure we don't leave them there.
The conversations between advocates and experts here in this room are hoping to the beginning of connections that will lead to solutions for the future. Reporting in Erlanger, Sam Harrell-Simwitz, WCPO 9 News.
So I was in the room with Adrian Whitsett and Kristen Scovera for that conversation.
And you guys heard a number of things, obviously, a lot of worries, concerns, but also ideas.
We did, and this was a little bit of our takeaway.
We need to change our minds. We need to change the narrative on what addiction is, who's suffering with it, and how we're treating it.
There are huge issues in addiction and recovery, but what's so awesome to see is how many people out here care and have ideas and thoughts and how they're trying to solve these incredible problems. Did you see problems or hope?
Oh, I saw solutions the whole time. And that's what everyone was talking about, is what's working, what they want to share, making those connections. Someone's talking about losing a loved one to addiction, but then at the same time, just the fact that they're still showing up, right? And they're talking about someone who was lost, but then interested in how can we save the next generation.
We are going to take what we learned here in this environment, hearing from a lot of different people, and we are just going to go bonkers with the amount of coverage on this single topic over the course of the next 3 or 4 months. You're gonna see people, you're gonna see faces from here in this room, and then you're gonna see those same faces when we've gone out on the ground with them to see what they're doing.
So that's what we pledge to bring you over the coming days, weeks, and months, ideas that are working and changing the dynamic when it comes to addiction and recovery. And we think having your help will make a difference. So we want your input on how to help. Share your thoughts in a form we've posted under the Finding Solutions tab at the top of the WCPO homepage. Fill that out so we can read it and then get on that story.